And, oh good, we have Waterhag. Waterhag. And Cecil. Are our quests. We have to beat Waterhag and find a Cecil. We start with a Cecil. This Cecil will not count. This is actually pure Lally-Ho Swiss. Again, the last one was close to Lally-Ho Swiss, but not quite. It was the old version of Lally-Ho Swiss. Version of Lally-Ho Swiss on the old flags. This is just Lally-Ho Swiss. This is what we're actually going to be playing. Last seed was a decent practice seed, though, for something Lally-Ho Swiss adjacent. Anyway, just to make sure that I'm showing up in the live streams channel. Yep, I am back in the live streams channel. Let's go. Hi, Young. This is not great. Dimps giving a Baron key. Kind of fun. Baron key. We have Dimps. How am I gonna remember that? How am I gonna remember that? I'm gonna mark them. I'm gonna just mark them, and that'll tell me that I've seen them. I like Watery Pass, what can I say? We're gonna start with this section of Watery Pass because I like getting a little extra loot. I don't know. Black shirt, very good. Rune Axe, not bad. Tiara. Dang, Watery Pass. Oh my goodness, Watery Pass! Stop having so much goodness. You're so good. What the heck? And this is why we loot Watery Pass. Because that was ridiculous. What we just got out of that back Watery Pass. No, it's not land there. Don't think that works. Into the front of Watery Pass, because there's more stuff to loot. Power Bonk. That could be interesting if I find someone who can wield a staff. Which is, Rydia. Okay. Sure. Why not? Cecil's gonna be going Burr as soon as we get him online. All he needs is a sword. But even with a Rune Axe, he's still... Oh my goodness. Zeus and Power Shirt. It's ridiculous. Don't need any of that. Although the Ogre Axe might be useful. Yeah. Not worth the money. Okay, Sandruby is one potential Cecil that I can get. Although there aren't that many dupes, so it's probably Sandruby required. Or Sandruby for that objective. Is most likely what's going to happen. Immediately sell 5 rune rings. We can also sell off the samurai gauntlets, because I don't think I'll use those. No, keep the silver ring. Medusa arrows, we'll sell a few of those as well for money. Take 7 star veils. Precisely, no more. Don't need any more. Don't need anything there. Young can use the Power Shirt and the Zeus Gauntlets right now, so he'll be using those probably in the early game. What a good Watery Pass. Not even sure if this Damson trip is worth it. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow, Gamba Magus. That's not useful. I don't need to fight you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this Damson trip early. Like, launching the hovercraft is nice and all, but... with Pinktail as an objective, I guess I can justify it, since I'm also in the area. And it means there's one less step to turn in the rat tail, and there's always the chance of a hook route, so... there's a few reasons to do it. Let's do some equipping. You. I like to see that. That's a very good starting piece of gear. Zeus there. Power there. No. We gotta stay in the front row. What did you start with? Not Black Sword. That's all I care about. Not Black Sword. So not great. Yeah, that's worth it. Yes. Actually, I can power bonk with you. Which is all I care about. You're gonna maybe hurt a bit. I don't think this magic is too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna give you the power bonk. Well, for now, let's give you the Stardust Rod, because that's just all the damage. All the early damage. That's just more damage than what I would get from power bonking, so we're gonna do that. Cecil's helping. He promises. Cecil, he's trying his best. Oh, Cecil. We'll take Tella. And because I have Tella, I can now exit, so we're gonna loot the back and exit out. And I really need to get up Ordeal soon. But I don't think Yang can handle this by himself. Yeah. He pretends he's helping. But Yang and Tella are gonna do all the real work. Cecil is just, you know, he exists. Let's do Antlion. I don't need to heal. We will put Tella in the back row for safety. Yeah, he's gonna do real well when he becomes a paladin. I like to grab those two. And this one. And otherwise I don't care for looting an Antlion. I don't feel like it's worth it. Let's actually walk through the whole secret passage. And not turn around halfway through. That would help. That's a little rude. But... we'll power punch with you. Okay, that should be fine. Very calculated damage. This should kill everything. Yes. Stardust Rod. Really good. Sure, why not? I'll take second Zeus Gauntlets. We need more Zeus Gauntlets. Yeah, let's go to Baron Inn and test the waters here. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Yon can also use them if I level him up well enough. Which we will see. Hey, some armor. You know what? I am going to just slap this on you real quick. What else? You know what else I should do? Actually give you some stuff. I'm gonna go outside and save after doing that. Should I use a tent? Yeah, we'll use a tent. Let's also take care of this. The boss here is not super rude. Edward I will take. He's not the most useful, but I will take him. I mostly just want this key item check, and, you know, an extra warm body going up ordeals is not a bad thing. Antlion shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I just have a bad... I'm running this on a laptop that's kind of weak. It's not ideal. Do not have an ideal streaming situation, but it's working. That could be bad. And this could be very bad. This could be very bad. We're not going through that. We are not doing Baron Inn. No. Yeah. I mean, as long as you have, like, something that, like, you can tell what's going on, they're usually fine with it. Yeah, that's not really a thing that I'm gonna do. Let's get, like, 40 of those. All the life pots. I don't need cabins. Cabins are too expensive. 2 ordeals. Let's just do ordeals. See how this turns out. Dip into the Chocobo Forest because I like the Chocobo Forest. Didn't pay off today. Okay, Thor Rage is not useless. A sword. A sword is good. Even if it's for edge, it's still good. Okay. That's useful in certain situations. Do I want Stardust or Power Bonk? I'm gonna keep Stardust for now. That's the dilemma, is whether I want to... Okay. Is this even? Okay, it is even. I don't have a Fire Claw. Yang, you need to... not that claw. Take this claw off. That's gonna be bad. I think Stardust is gonna be worth it here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy the damage more from Stardust than the Zerk. This is not a scary spot, though. Which is good. I like not scary spots. Okay, we're done. I don't think I need to save after that. That's not nice. Okay. Okay, you're not hitting very hard. That's a good sign. We gotta set up blinks. We gotta make sure we're healed. Cecil can go down. Although ideally he doesn't. Yeah, I'm not thrilled. But it's not doing as much damage as I thought it would. Which is good. I guess. We need to make sure we're healed. Don't care about Cecil. I want him to be alive, but I don't want him to be... I don't need to heal him. Or blink him or anything. Yang could use some more hit points. Cecil, you should probably just toss a Cure 2 to him. Yeah, just do that. Okay, we have this phase. Is the Boreas gonna do it? I'm gonna just parry. We're gonna do a round of parry. Maybe that affects something. Okay, we're all alive. Or, the important people are alive. Boreas, please. Nice. Made it through. We are gonna save after that. Because Mom Bomb is not something I want to do again. Zed is a little more okay to do again, but I don't want to do Mom Bomb again. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh, that's a fun thing that I can do now. We'll check the character. Probably. Let's get you turned into a paladin on the tracker. Oh, that's amazing. Just doing back row stuff. I know I have a Rune X. You parry. Oh, that's great. That is spectacular vanilla. Oh, if this had been a C Hero Seed, that would have been even more vanilla, because it would have been just Cecil. Because Cecil is my starting character. But wow. What a start. Hey Yang, I'm sorry buddy. You don't deserve this anymore. You can have a hat. I think that's the best thing I have for you, yeah. Yeah, Yang, you're just gonna be like this. You can have your Ice Claw back, though. Yes. Also, I'm gonna put Cecil in the middle, because the Rune Axe has bad accuracy. So let's take advantage of the middle slot accuracy to get Cecil to hit harder. I'd like something better than a Rune Axe ideally, but for now the Rune Axe is fine. Listen, Yang still has Zeus Gauntlets, he'll be fine. Do I want to go straight for Moon? Yeah, let's just go straight for Moon. Moon character, not actually taking bosses up there. because I would like more characters, please. I would really like more characters. Kind of, no matter who they are. Well, I don't think I would keep an Edward up here, or Iridia. Yeah, that's an option. I don't feel like the loot is necessary. No crystal swords in untrapped chests on these flag sets. So, in this flag set, no, there are no crystal swords, no excals, no Avengers in untrapped chests, no Massas, no white shirts, no artery bows, none of that. If I want a crystal sword, I have to do a trap chest. So, I can still get like Zeus gauntlets or a power shirt or something. Or defense sword. Which is, defense sword is still an upgrade, I think. Yes, you have to earn the tier 7 gear on this flag set. Still though, it might be worth peeking the boss. We're gonna do some walking around and peeking of things. First I'm gonna check this shop, I just want to know if Sirens or Bacchus rolled up here. Nope. Okay. Hourglasses are good to know about, but I don't need them right now, so I'm not going to worry about buying any. We're going to dip into Cave Bahamut to peek the boss and to grab some loot. But I'm not going to be too upset if I reset out of any of this loot, I don't think. I can live without that Stardust Rod. I can also live without that. A second Stardust Rod is not as valuable as the first Stardust Rod, although it could be useful. I don't tend to gravitate towards multiple black mages. Yeah, okay, I can do without all that gear. Yeah, I can do without anything in here, so I can exit out and then check the character. Never mind, we are not exiting. Never mind. Hi, King Queen Evelyn. I will absolutely take this. I get to sit here for a bit while they do their thing. And they should be much faster than I am, so, yeah. Glad I checked this boss. Although maybe I want the experience on other people. Yeah. Because we don't have Slingshot XP, which is a little annoying. So I'm only going to get... Yeah, if this is a good item, I'm not resetting. There's no way. I will take Exit on Cecil, though. And this was a good way to get Cecil some levels. Okay. We're not going to reset. We're going to just check the Moon character and fly back. Thank you, Cave Bahamut. This is acceptable. We will take the rat tail. Can't do anything with it yet, but it might be very useful. So, hold on to that. Maybe we'll need to turn it in. It all depends. I'm not going to save scum this. Let's just get the cutscene out of the way. Considering save scumming this, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I just get the cutscene out of the way, because it's not like I'm going to ditch the character. Let's just get the character in the party. Sid, I guess. Your name is still Sid. That's cool. I guess we'll take him. He's here. I may as well bring him along for a little bit. He'd be more useful if I had another good weapon to give to him, but he can be an anchor. I've got a Dwarf Axe. He'll be a better low anchor than Tella for right now, if I need a low anchor. Also, Sid makes me feel a little bit better about maybe trying Baron in. That's fine, you can keep the Dwarf Axe. Nothing there. Got so much samurai armor. Strength ring is not bad. Do I really not have a shield? I don't have a shield. Yeah, that's true too. He can always get ditched. I think I feel a little better about taking Baron in right now, so I think we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get my revenge on Ogo and grab this Eddie. And then I can also do Baron Castle while I'm here. I would like to be healed up, though. Definitely want to be healed. And I'm also going to rearrange my party a bit, because I kind of want Cecil in the back row. So we're going to change rows, and do that. Stay safe. We're going to try this again. This time with hopefully a little less badness. Back row Cecil is pretty strong. Dang, back row Cecil. Oh my goodness, back row Cecil. You are amazing. We're going to take this big wave here, but I think Ogo is dead after that. And first spot was Antlion, so we'll mark that too. Not dead. Not yet. Thanks, Sid. Sid helped. We've got an Edward. And we have underground access. I think I will do Baron Castle first, because we're right here. Yeah, back row Cecil is strong. Back row Cecil is very strong. Edward, what did you come with? Not you. I don't care about you. This is such garbage, but I have nothing better. Here, have a rune ring. We're gonna go save. Then check Baron Castle. Using my Baron key that I started with. This is Dimps coming up, which I should be able to destroy pretty easily. Ah, that's a weird skip. That hasn't been happening until today, so that's weird. Not sure how I feel about that. So this is going to be a fight where Edward pretends to be useful, and Sid also kind of pretends to be useful, and Cecil and Yang do all the work. Mostly Cecil. To be honest. I think Cecil will probably one-shot the Dimps. Each of the Dimps, individually. Not them as a group. But Cecil's so fast. How fast is he? Yeah, 17 agility. We're pretty solid for this overworld. I think I really liked taking that Cave Bahamut fight, because that was just so much... It's just so much experience for this whole thing. Shoot the thing, Edward, why not? That's gonna cost me... Cecil's gonna be slow. Edward is helping. Okay. I'm not gonna complain that Cecil got his turn off before, Rip Edward. Edward, come back. I do kind of want Edward to get levels. Good. Hide Edward. Although last seed... Well, I shouldn't talk about last seed because it's the seed of the week. Never mind. We are no longer talking about last seed because I don't want to spoil the seed of the week for anyone. Silk Web, very nice. Otherwise, that was kind of meh. Hey, you know who Cecil's going to really destroy? What else do I not want? Oh! Welcome to the team, Edge. Who do I want to ditch? I can't ditch Tella. I don't want to... Definitely not Cecil. Sid or Eddie? It has to be Sid or Eddie. I think... Yeah, you're right. Well, Sid's a really good anchor, is the issue. And Tella's a little bit too high level to anchor right now. I can always take a low-level character later. Well, one later. Yeah, I think Sid goes. We'll steal your gear. The other thing is I don't really love the Edge and Yang combo in the same party. But yeah, I think Sid goes. I think Sid goes here. I'm gonna be okay with that. Oh yeah, as soon as I get like another mage, then I can commit to Tella anchoring. Although I have to find a curse string to do that. And I don't know if I want to bother finding a curse string. I might just take a low level character later, which I'm sure I'll be able to find. Oh, good. Glad I did that. Always Baron. We're gonna peek this boss, and then leave. I just want to know who it is. It's not King Queen, but it could be like a Bahamut or something that is free. Or Waterhag, which would be an objective. Or Demist, which I would like to know about because that means I come back here faster than otherwise. Or it could be another boss, in which case I leave this alone for a while. We're leaving that alone for a while. Underground time. Because I shouldn't put off underground too long. Check this shop. I don't need those. Magma key turned in. Good. I need a hook. With a hook I can turn in both tails, which would be very nice. I could get a crystal sword from the pink tail turn-in. That would be a thing. Actually, it's the most likely source of a crystal sword. Of any one thing. Is the pink tail. Specifically. So. Because that's a 1 in 8, I think. And I'm usually not going to complain about anything I get from the crystal sword, from the pink tail turn-in, unless it's a Bahamut summon, in which case, or a white shirt. Well, a white shirt is useful at least. Bahamut summon, nah. I don't like Rydia anyway. Like, I already don't like Rydia, and won't be leveling her probably. So Bahamut just is, ugh. You are that. Good. We have a power bonk. I don't really need the power bonks, though. Let's peek this item shop. Nope. Nothing I care about yet. Let's see if I can find my sirens or my Bacchus, but mostly my sirens. Is my inventory like about to be full? I think we probably have room to loot some stuff here. Probably. I'm hoping for a spoon with Edward, honestly. Well, this was worth it. I like to loot the first 2 floors. And then call it a day there. There's my... this is definitely worth keeping, the dancing dagger. We can toss that. I want the silver ring for magnetization. I'm about to hit a shop. I'm about to hit a shop, so we'll just sell stuff. Nice. Don't need that, don't need that. I'm gonna sell that. Probably get away without that. I don't think I need the exit. Also, I'm gonna get the fire armor. Don't care about ethers. You have a fire claw. Let's give you some actual weapons. You can wear that. And this. Be tanky. Actually, no. Yeah, that's fine. We will likely hear the song today. Edward, by the way. Take that off. Put this on. Nice, actually. We'll leave that on you. Give you that. Do I want to give it to you or... Yeah, let's give it to you. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. I am probably not going to take either of these bosses. I do want to see what the sparkle is. Maybe I'll have to redo a little bit of menuing, but that's fine. Nope. I think this is a nope march. Let's grab these again, because those were both useful. Get me out of here. I do have the twin harp. Yeah. These are not nice summon spots. Let's get Sheila one. And do Fabul, actually. I like doing this early. Just take care of those 2 things, and then we can go do, what is the other one? The twin harp. I don't have a pan. I don't know why I thought I had a pan. I do not have a pan for you, Jan. The other reason, I guess, to take Edge is that now I can steal sirens if I don't find them in a shop. It's very useful. I need to check Mist Cave. I always want to mash down there and it doesn't work because there's an option. Yeah, definitely check Mist Cave next. Well, after Harp, we'll check Mist Cave because I haven't checked it yet and I really should. Hi. I don't think I need to do anything here. I didn't need to do anything but have Yong do a Power Punch, actually. That's the Thunderclaw in action. Thunderclaw is strong. Wow, a spear. I can throw that. Thank you. I mean, it's a good spear. To be fair, that was a pretty good spear that he gave me. But Sheila had the goods today. So we're gonna do this first, before Harp. I'm not putting off Harp forever. I just want to make sure I check my tails. Oh no, it's a... I got a Dragoon Lance. So it's like something that's actually useful if I get Cane. It's just... I don't have Cane. Take the pink tail. I mean... Sure, I guess. Who was the Sandruby character? Oh, that's my Cecil. So, do I think I can take second Cecil? I think I leave second Cecil for now. Because I don't have a weapon. Like, I don't have a great weapon for him. The moment I find anything that's decent for him, I grab him. Yeah, but it's like if I had something to give him, I would ditch Edward, for sure, but at this point, I don't. So we're just gonna keep going through the seed like normal. Can I magnetize people? You are magnetized. You are magnetized. No, that's not magnetic. Right, Zeus gauntlets are magnetic. I have a couple silver rings. Please tell me you're magnetized. And you are also magnetized. Good. This is why I kept my silver rings. It makes things easier. We'll grab that, because it's right there. And we'll hit the last chest in here, because I don't know. Why not? It was useful. That is definitely useful. I'm gonna give that to you, actually. That's fine. Good. Cutscene skip. Succeeded. Oh, Tetris. Oh, Tetris. Hi, Bahamut. Pretty sure I can kill you? Maybe not. Feeling a little less optimistic now. Let's go for Bursk. Right, Dancing Dagger doesn't do anything here. Okay, you took a while. You're taking a while to say 4. Feeling a little better about this now. Considering how much HP this spot has. Yeah. Didn't want to use any Veils there. Well, is this even? Time to go do that. Because that's 2 more characters that I can find, which might be characters I want. Like a Palom or a Rosa. Also Troya Treasury. I think it's early enough, still, that Troya Treasury is worthwhile. Let's rate the treasury! Okay, okay. Lots of arrows. Yes. I need to ditch some stuff. Goodbye Flame Spear. Goodbye white arrows. Goodbye silver hammers. I need to re-equip some stuff, actually. Yeah, I need to give people back the stuff that they had that was magnetic. That wasn't magnetic. I mean, you need that back. And you need your rune ring back. Because now I can ditch the silver rings. They don't matter anymore. White Spear. Hourglass 2. More Samurai Arrows. Fire Sword. Medusa. Heroine Robe again. Crystal Shield. Blitz Whip. I mean... that's a Rosa out of 10. With a little bit of Kane in there. And, you know, we did get a Ninja Sword. So I can't complain about that. But... not an amazing treasury. So many arrows, though. So many arrows. We're going to take a couple peeks for Flame Dog. Wonderful. This is what I wanted to see. Flame Dog is a pretty easy trap chest, so I don't mind just taking it. On the off chance we get something good, we did not. We did not get something good. We'll take this chest too. Hello. Actually, I want to keep the bow for now. I really need to get my inventory sorted out. I think I need more camping gear. I don't even think I shopped in Troya. I just went to... Oh gosh, I need to shop in Troya. Should have done that before Zot. For sure. That was not necessarily the best decision. I mean, basically right now I'm looking for an excuse to get rid of Edward, I suppose. Edward and Yang. Although I would also take an excuse to ditch Tella. Because my Tella's a little bit high level right now. Hi, Leviathan. You're not scary here. Oh, Edge is not back road. That's not good. I should really not have Edge in the back row. Yeah, Edge needs to get out of the back row. I need to swap him and Edward. For sure. 'Cause he's getting all sorts of penalties. Okay. That's Levy. Let's do that now. Palom, do I want you? The thing is I need a source of Berserk, so I can't ditch Tella for Palom. I think Edward probably goes for Palom in this case, because Palom is very useful. I'll see the other characters before I make final decisions. Kain? Yes, I want Kain over Yang. I've got some real good weapons for him. So I think you're gone. And I think you're gone. Because you, I can back row glitch, first of all. And then give you that. You can't use a shield with that. But you can wear like this stuff. You can have actual armor and the Zeus Gauntlet. Palom, welcome to the team. Here's your Stardust Rod. I know I just picked up the Cat Claw, but yeah. I have a Black Robe for you. Rune Ring. Palom's real good. I'm going to turn Tella into a White Mage, I think. With my Silent Staff and my White Shirt. Yeah, we're going to turn Tella into a White Mage. Palom Black Mage. And we're taking Kain because I have a good spear. I have a few good spears, so he's going to be better than Yang long term. Oh hey, also yeah, that's much more like it, Edge. I like that damage a lot better. More spicy vanilla. I like it. Ow! Don't you kill my Palom. Thank you, Cecil. You're probably dead. Yeah. Rip Palom. Sorry, Palom. I'm sorry, Palom. Should have been rearranging gear, but yeah. We are 3 Zot. Kain, have levels, please. Kain needs levels. what are we getting from that? Will it be useful, or will I just be sad that I committed that time? Well, the characters were worth enough. And the crystal ring is not terrible. Although I would have preferred a crystal sword. I still need a weapon for Cecil. This is fine. You know what I am going to do? Before I go underground, I'm going to check Troya's shops, because I forgot to do that, and I'm still looking for camping gear. And you never forget to check Troya. You shouldn't forget to check Troya's shops. They're useful. I don't know why I bought. I guess that's for Odin. That is Odin insurance. I have a lot of money. I mean, and I have a cat claw to sell too. Okay, underground. Oh, missed cave. Before we go underground, gotta check this. It's been too long. It has been too long. I have gone too long in this seed without checking this. Because if that was Waterhag, I'm in go mode. So I can't just not check it. We do need to check Dwarf Castle Shop for sirens, and we need to check, if they're not here, then Eblon is the last place to look. Which I haven't been to yet because it's a little out of the way, and I don't feel like checking the character there. I can probably make it through this seed without a white mage. There's no sirens, but I will take a few Bacchus, because that's gonna relieve Tella a bit of some of his duties. We are healed. Good. Is from one vanilla boss to another. Oh my goodness. This is 2 vanilla bosses in order. Also in vanilla order. Like 2 consecutive vanilla bosses. That's funny. I don't have Quake or anything. So, yeah, let's do that. Nice! Thanks, Grimoire. I was just hoping that it would be something useful. And there's a bunch of levels for Palom. Palom, you need to start catching up. You need to get up to Quake and stuff. I need you to get the good spells. I know you'll get there, but you need to get there quickly. This is either elements or leg, one of the two. Oh, that's a dilemma. I think we ditch Tella. Because he's too high level to really be a good anchor. I will just pick up an anchor later. That's going to be my plan, is to just grab an anchor later, once we're done with all this stuff. I should have ditched another thing. You do that, because you'll do enough damage to trigger this phase transition, and the phase transition is a mage. So, yeah, rip elements. Rosa, start getting levels, please. Palom, start getting levels. This is a pretty solid party. I would be quite fine with just sticking with this party for the rest of the seed. Although I think I might ditch Palom at the end of the seed for a base level Cecil Anchor with a Dwarf Axe. That's the other reason to leave Cecil behind, is, you know, if I'm not going to use him, because I think at this point it's a little late to take him. Even if I do get a really good weapon later on, it'll probably be too late to take him along, so I can grab him as an anchor and swap Palom out. Because Zerker fights tend to work better on this flag set. And Kane, Edge, and Cecil are all outfitted just fine. Hello, Excal! I need to ditch something. When am I going to use that Gaia Drum? Literally never. So, you're now going to swing this. And you can take this out of my inventory. I can get you to equip, yeah, we'll go with that. No, don't use this. Use this. I could turn her into a Zerker as well, but I don't really feel like I need to. And you're already equipped. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with that Cecil. Is just exchange him for... is just use him as an anchor. Because it's just nice to have that guaranteed anchor. And I don't have 2 X-Scals. I only have the 1 X-Scal. I think the Cane is just going to be better. But that was not progression. So, where do I want to go? And then we don't have Sirens. Let's just steal Sirens. You know, let's just steal Sirens. That's fine. Let's do a Keyless Tower stealing Siren grind. I'm going to go under the impression that I'm going to have 10 key items because I have 9 right now. Edge. Edge, please. I would be killing my party off if I had more camping gear, but I don't have camping gear. I do not have much camping gear, so we're not going to kill my party off. I bet I skipped Silvera. That's probably what happened. So we're going to go with, I probably only need about 9. Maximum. That's what I'm going to go with. That's the number I'm going to shoot for, since I'm probably going to get another key item pretty soon, at least before I need to grind. I don't think I'll need to grind much. I'm not going to take any of the other trap chests in here. Although, maybe I ditch Palom if I get a Cecil. If I get a Crystal Sword, I mean, out of this. I might do that. Edge, can you stop failing, please? Yeah, I have literally one tent and 0 cabins. Where are my Sirens? I have 3 of those. Let's put them up here so I can see them. I want 9. No more, no less. Because 9 Sirens get at 10 key items would get me just about to where I want to be, level-wise. That's 5. That doesn't get me a safe Z fight. That gets me a, I can get through this Z fight reasonably well. It would not get me Nuke. It wouldn't get me White, I don't think. That's 7. Okay, 2 more. Come on. Stop failing, Edge. Do something right. Okay. 1 more. The other advantage of doing this is it just saves a lot of money. Like, I don't have to spend money on all these Sirens, I can just steal them. Edge, stop it! You can't do anything to kill this thing, Palom. Yeah, I figured Cecil could one-shot it. We get a little bit of experience out of this, not much. Wow, so useful. Oh good, this is trapped. I just wanted to peek it, just in case. We'll just kill this thing, kill this one. We're just gonna kill this one. Just to see if I can get anything good out of it. Plus Virus is good. I'd say that was worth it. I'd say that was worth it. Edge, congratulations, you're definitely not getting ditched now. If there was any doubt about that, you're not getting ditched. And now we walk all the way to the top of the tower. Yay! Because I'm not quite comfortable yet going to the moon. I should go to the moon soon. That's what I should be doing. Oh, they don't go to Mysidia when I ditch them. These flags, they're gone for good. Once I ditch them, they're gone for good. So, yeah. That's why I'm kind of keen on keeping that Cecil as an anchor, because everyone I've ditched is just gone. They don't exist anymore. Yeah. They are gone. I cannot get them back. So Cecil can stay in the bed and be an anchor. Oh! I'm glad I don't have to fight you. So glad this wasn't a hook seed. That would have been real bad if that was a hook seed. This is Plague, Dealiners, or Paledom. Not super scared of any of those. This is fine. Oh, you know what I do have for this? Don't use this. Good thing I learned Virus. Rosa does not have Berserk yet, which is a little bit bad, but... Thanks, Kane. Kane is helping. A lot, actually. Kane is being very helpful. Ow. Okay, that's fine. If they get low on health, Cecil will cover them, so it's not a huge deal. Levels for Rosa, there's Berserk. I kind of want that. I also want Quake for Palom. That is going to be very useful for dealing with moon stuff. I'm gonna walk this all out. It's fine. Walking out the experience, not the siren. So that was not a key item, which means I'm still at 9, which means I don't want to grind yet. Which means I think we leave the Fame Mark behind and go to the moon. And just try a low-level moon dive. Without an anchor. Actually, that sounds like a terrible idea. What can I do easily without changing my party up too much? You know what I actually should do? I should grab... I think I might just grab my anchor now. I'm gonna grab New Cecil now, I think, and just do an LST dive like this. I think Palom's gone. As much as I hate to ditch Palom, I think Palom has to go. Oh, actually... No, I'm probably gonna get enough experience. We're gonna ditch... Who do I want to ditch? Kane is a bit behind. Let's ditch him. I can dart the spears. So they're not totally useless, but let's ditch Kane. Yeah. Steal all of the equipment. This Cecil is going to be my anchor. Unless I find a better anchor later, but he's going to be my anchor for now. I've got a Dwarf Axe, which will turn you into an anchor. You don't get anything else. But Edge gets Zeus Gauntlets. And yeah, that's good. That looks good. Plus, you know, it takes care of the objective. So now I can basically just check bosses and look for Waterhag. So I think that's the plan, is to face check every boss on the moon. Starting at the bottom because it's... Well, no, I should start at the top. I can't get every boss location, actually. Because I can't get to Super Cannon, I can't get to Package, and I can't get to Sealed Cave. That makes things a little more awkward. We're going to try to get some levels up here. Time for Terrifying Moondive. At levels that are lower than I probably should. But I think this is going to be the best thing to do, since the Waterhag objective... If I find Waterhag, I can beat it. Like, there's no question about that. If I find Waterhag up here, I can defeat Waterhag. And I can't really grind up here, actually, which is a little bit annoying. Grinding up here is a little bit of a hassle. I think hourglasses were here. No, hourglasses were maybe somewhere else. No, maybe they were here on the moon. Because then that might be worth it to pick some up for a grind. For a gold dragon grind. Yeah. Do I want to... let's give this a go. Just like, one attempt. You're really good. You... need to take a swipe at yourself. Or die. That works too. I would like you back up. I should have slowed there, but... I think we're fine. I think Edge, Thunderclaw, Edge... Thundermassa Edge is going to get through this, with Excal Cecil's help. Yep, rip Odin. Let's get levels. Time for levels. Make sure that my anchor stays down. Oh my goodness! What is this? I'm gonna exit out. And heal up. Because I don't have camping gear. What is this weird... What is with this? Some of this vanilla? Oh my goodness. There's still the King Queen Eblon spot that I could check. Do I want to bother with King Queen Eblon? The vanilla location, I mean? That sounds like a bad time. Oh my goodness. I'm just like... What? I'm... Okay. Let's hope there's a Waterhag down here. There's still four bosses left. Yes, 4. That we could find. And any of them could be Waterhag. There's also a lot of other bosses that are up here. That could be up here. There's a lot of other bosses that could be up here. Including Demist. Which would be annoying, but, you know, it's an option. Kaipo guards would also be not so bad. Baron guards are still available somewhere. We know Wyvern and Mega Sisters aren't up here, which is really good. Also Golbez. Knowing that those... And Kainazo, which I've marked, but... Knowing that those are out of the picture is really good. Okay, we made our walk down the lunar subterrane. Now let's put a save at the save point. I have exactly 1/10 to heal with. Otherwise, we're relying on out-of-battle healing. So this is going to be real fun. Ribbon Room. What you got? Free. Completely free. This is completely free. All I need to do is get usurped, and then we're safe. That's fine. I mean, everything is fine. You just keep casting viruses. Okay, we are safe now. I can just hold A. If 2 people at RA1 are zerked against Plague, Count will never actually kill them. So Rosa can just hold A. Palom should be able to get a virus off. Because virus has no delay. Or not. Okay, no virus. But we should be fine. Everyone else should be perfectly safe here. I would like Palom up, but I can't really get him up because using a life pot would cost too much time. I should have just fought with him. Goodbye, Plague. Completely free fight. Not quite to Cure 4 yet, but we're getting there. Let's use a life pot, actually. Okay. And that gave me a 10th key item, which is good. Now I can grind. Without worrying about being inefficient. We're gonna just save like that. Charge into the next altar. We got the spoon. And an elixir, which is... I mean, the elixir's not bad. It's extra healing, basically, for this. Are you serious, game? Okay. Enough of that. You don't have that much health. What is with that randomization? I can't equip that. That's upsetting. You're gonna start your virus script, that's fine. You need to get zerked. Fire is fine. They're gonna do fire. They should start hurling viruses pretty soon, but... I should have some time before that happens. This is... whack. This is such a weird seed. Okay, 1D Lunar is down. That means we only have to deal with one virus, which is going to kill. Which is a little rude. I'm going to toss a Cure 3 on this party. Because fire is a thing, and I don't want to die. Palom will life up Edge if he gets a turn. Yeah, that's why I tossed the Cure 3. Nope, Edge is missing out on this experience. That's okay. I've got enough Sirens that I'm not really worried about the experience. Palom getting the experience. I don't want the same person to miss out on the experience every time. That's one half of Forge. So yeah, I think taking the bosses was definitely a good idea, because I can get stuff. I'm going to continue to just ditch stuff that I don't need. I want to sell that. Yeah. Moon was definitely a good play. Do I use my tent now? We're a little hurt. I don't think I use it yet, though. Yeah. I think we save. We're gonna use the tent before Crystal Sword. The one tent. I really should have bought more, but too late now. It is far too late now. And who's at this spot? This can't be vanilla. There's no more moon bosses. I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm gonna leave that behind. At least for a while. We're gonna leave that alone. Because no. No Baigen. And I'm going to go do the other altar. That is a really rude spot. And I don't want to deal with it. And I'm feeling pretty good on time, considering I'm only an hour and 20 in, and I'm clearing so much of this seed. Like, I feel really good about this time. So far. I don't know. This feels like it's been going a lot faster than most of my practices. Hi! We're not zerking. Rude. Rude. I do want the slow. Not that. We're gonna image. Okay. Yeah, let's get some blinks up. It's demist. Do that. That's the more important. Bluff. Okay. Now we take some swipes. Try to get another slow in here. We're only going to get virus off if anything, so I'm not going to worry about quacking. That has too much of a delay. I don't trust you. Well, we haven't seen third punch yet. Yeah, no, that's fine. You re-image. We've got 2 slows down. This is a fine fight. I'll just do it. Let's heal up. Also, I need to get a blink on you. Palin. I need to get a blink on Palin, but I want to make sure that I'm healed up so that some of my people can take a punch, if necessary. Parry for now. Palin's healed up and bluffing up. Quack. I don't have that much MP. Just remembered that. Kinda low on MP, so Quack, please do a lot of damage. I did bluff him up a couple times, so this should be a pretty high power Quack. Come on, Quack. 4,000 damage, I'll take that. Considering my fighters are not hitting for nearly that much. We're gonna... I don't think it's worth it. No, we're just gonna bluff. We're gonna wait, take another cycle. Don't do anything, Cecil. Oh, I just realized we know that only one of the remaining 3 characters can be in the seeds, so we're probably not going to see Rydia, Porum, or Fu. I mean, this is probably the final party, but even if it wasn't, I should have sat on your turn, Edge. Dang it. You can do that. You do that. Is that... Oh my goodness. Quake goes off, which is good. 5,000 damage. Cecil for 1,500. Edge. You're about to go, so we're going to bluff again. I have one more Quake cast. This is not a fast fight, but this does give me an extra check. So I think it's worth taking. We will parry around, because I think Palom is going to be able to finish this off. Okay, Palom. Last bit of MP. Let's do this. Go, Quake. Goodbye, Demist. Give me more levels. Cure 4. Palom. Learn Lit 3. And some other... and Stone, I guess. More levels for everyone. A pass would be real nice. Or that. That works too. So that is go mode. I did not forge yet. Let's not mark that incorrectly. Oh yeah, you have exit. Moon was the correct play. Our hourglass... I do have to go back to the blue planet though. So we'll go back to the blue planet. Like, it has to happen anyway, so I may as well do my grind underground, where it's safer. I have a second X-Cal now, but I don't think it's... I mean, it's not worth getting my other Cecil up to reasonable levels. I'm just gonna go with what I've got. We are going to check Demist real quick, because this could be the pass, which would be very helpful. I would very much like the pass. I don't think I would check any pan checks for if this is a pan. And I don't think I'd check any character checks or anything. Okay. Well, rip pass. It was worth checking just because it would save so much time. Saves a lot of walking if that's a pass. Do I want nuke? How much do I want nuke? I have 10 key items and we're doing eggs. I'll get nuke. I'll get to nuke because it's really not going to waste that much time. Because I do feel like I did this pretty well, fading Feymarch and Baron Basement. And fading that Baiken. Now we'll mark Coco Forge. I don't need any of those. I do not need any of those. This spare Excalibur I can dart at Zeromus, which is going to be what it's going to be used for. There's our crystal. So the only real big waste of time was Kiwa's Tower. That's the only big time sink I did. That was really, truly a waste. I think. But I feel really good about fading that Baiken. Let's grind. Grinding is the thing I need to do. This should be in the proper zone. Yeah, I'm not worried about killing the eggs. We really don't need that much of a grind. It's just, I want to get a few more levels before I go to Zeromus. You know, get me some safety levels. I can probably justify darting... I have like 4 darts to throw at Zeromus too, so... Edge is going to have a lot of stuff to throw. I don't need to really Bacchus up then. Palom will take care of bailing himself. Trying to think how I want to set up turn order. Rosa top slot? I think Rosa top slot. To cast a Zerk on Cecil, who will be in third slot. No, maybe I do... Who's throwing the Silk Web? That's the real question, is who's throwing the Silk Web? Maybe yeah, I think I should have Rosa throw the Silk Web, so I think actually this formation is going to work better. Because Cecil's back row glitched anyway. So the only person I need to be in the front row is Edge. Because I want Edge to start darting things early, so I don't want him to throw the Silk Web. Palom needs to take a turn to set up, so I don't want him to throw the Silk Web. Cecil I want going as fast as possible, and I have some Bacchus, so I may as well have him throw the Silk Web. Yeah. Ditch that. I don't need a Lit Bolt. Oh gosh, we're still 4 levels away on Palom. I might actually need exactly all my Sirens. I think I'm going to end up at exactly all my Sirens for Nuke. But we are getting very strong, so I don't mind it. As long as Palom gets a level, every single Siren will get Nuke. So yeah, that Siren from top of tower might have come in real handy. In terms of getting Nuke. Otherwise I would have stopped. If I didn't think I could get Nuke, I would be stopping this already. Like, I wouldn't be going for any of these Sirens. 2 levels, nice. Okay. That means that we're definitely getting Nuke, because he got 2 levels on the same Siren. So we are almost certainly getting Nuke off this Siren, and then I can leave. Because I don't need any levels beyond Nuke. Like, the only thing I'm going for here is Nuke. Because Nuke Kid is good. Yay! Okay, we can go to Zeromus now. I do not have a pass. Right? I'd had some hourglasses. Or I had an hourglass, so I could have done a gold dragon fight, but it's kind of a similar time commitment. Since I had to come back down to Forge anyway. I'm a little curious where Waterhag is. Not curious enough to go looking everywhere, but I might check King Queen Eblon after the seed. I might check the vanilla King Queen spot. Yeah, I think I'll check that after the seed. I'm not going to worry about anything else. I'm not going to go to the Giant, because that would have been pretty slow. I'm not going to go to... I'm not going to fight any Fame March bosses or anything. I'm not going to Swag Block. Although I should be fine, I don't think I'm going to Swag Block, because I may as well play it a little bit safe. Yeah, we should be fine. We've got Masamura Edge, Excal Cecil, with both with Power Shirt Zeus Gauntlet setups. Pretty good Magic Defense Palom with Nuke. And a pretty good Magic Defense Rosa. This should be a pretty smooth fight. We will see. Yay, walking. I'm hoping for sub 140. That's what I'm hoping for. At least sub 145. This should not be more than 145, which is honestly fine. I am perfectly fine with 145 times on these seeds. But yeah, no, this seed was... I feel like I did this pretty well. Yeah, we're just going to take this little safety save here. And now we run through the entire lunar core. Oh. Okay. It's that time of the seed. We get to find out who's what butt we're kicking. Not tonight, because it's afternoon my time. So this afternoon? Sure. Let's go with that. Happy with this party order, as I discussed. I got my first round planned out, which is all I really need. You are the crystal thrower. I have a bunch of extra silk webs that I don't need. That's fine. That is fine. You. Where's my Bacchus? Why are these down here? These need to not be down there. You. Do a thing. I have 5 sets of samurai armor. That's silly. I should have sold some of those, probably. But there was nothing in Cokel's that I needed, so I didn't feel like it. Oh, hey, it's K-Rool. Veil. Where's my silk webs? Silk webs. Spoon. Where are you? I have so many darts. Oh my goodness, I have so many darts. So many darts. Perfect. Yes, take my anchor down. I don't care about him. I think it's going to be worth it to throw a lot of the high tier spears. We're going to do this because I'm feeling risky. Go white. There goes a nuke. This should be fine. We'll have time to heal up before the next big bang. If Palom goes down, oh well. X-Cow is the next best dart, so we'll throw that. Cecil's doing so much work. Oh, this is gonna be such a fast Z fight. I don't know if I need to heal. I might not need to heal. I might just be able to kind of YOLO this. Good. Like that spell getting off. I'm doing a whole bunch of damage, please. Quad 9s I will take. What do I want to throw? I think White Spear is next. Yeah, White Spear is the next best. Might not be worth throwing anything else. I think it's worth throwing the Dragoon Spear. Let's play this super risky. We're gonna play this risky. Because I feel like I'm almost done. Yeah. That was time. Sub 140. Who needs healing? I don't need to heal. I am so glad I played that risky. Oh, I'm so glad I played that risky at the end there. I guess I can mark that I defeated Beamist. Let's do that. I know where Golbez, Wyvern, and Mega Sisters are. There's so many boss spots that Waterhag could be. We're gonna wait for the spoiler log to play out, so I know where the things are, but I'm not going to spend all my time looking for Waterhag. I'll check King Queen Evelyn's spot, and then probably just get music and wrap up stream. Because I am getting hungry. It is. Go. Get me through that. And we will find someone to raid. What an interesting seed. $13 out of 17, yep. No package, tower key, Luka key, or pan. I'll stick around to see where they were. I did loot a bit more than I should have. Definitely looted a bit more than I should have. Yeah. Well, it didn't cost me that much time, I don't think. I don't think my looting actually cost me much time, so I'm not super stressed about it. As a review of where all the key items were, I will let this play out. Oh, cool. Thanks, game. Package is there. Right, we got the rat tail from that Cave Bahamut check. And that led to our Sanderly, which was very good, because that's where our Cecil was. Although I did not check package or giant characters. Yeah, I think the only wipe I took was that Ogo. Was that one Ogo wipe in Baron Inn. That's really the only costly wipe I took. There were maybe some fights that could have been faster, but I'm feeling like I ran this seed pretty well. Oh. Ha! Oh, that would have been... Oh, I would have been tempted probably to leave the moon at that point. If I got that pan, I might have left the moon. That would have been real bad. Now I'm even more glad I faded that. Because I have a habit of fading Crystal Sword Altar. And this seed, fading Crystal Sword Altar was not the correct play. Oh, goodness. Okay. Pan led to tower key there. I bet it's tower key into Luka key or something. And it's a ridiculous chain for the package. No. The Luca key was on the Magus Sisters. Interesting. This should be not on the moon. Nope. That's in the moon. I really just went like 10 minutes without saving. I had no idea where the pass was. It wasn't at one of the checks that we saw, but it could have been behind Wyvern, behind Golbez, behind Sheila 2, or behind the Super Cannon. You'll never know. Because I'm not looking for it. I don't think it would have been worth it at any of those spots. I don't think it would have been worth it. We're gonna go peek the King Queen Avon spot to see if it's Waterhag, because that's the only spot that I could have really accessed easily, and I would expect an opponent to check, maybe, before doing that moon. Like, this is the only other spot I would expect people to check. We have exit. No, I should save here. Never mind. Yeah, let's save here. I can save over stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't need my saves anymore. We're just going to make a beeline all the way down here. We can also see if sirens were for sale, or if stealing them was indeed the strat. Well, I can see if sirens for sale after I sell my dancing dagger. They were. Okay. They were for sale. I just ended up stealing them. I think I looted enough that I could have bought them, for sure. Which would have saved a bit of time, but, yeah. Oh, by the way, this was a vanilla edge. How fun. More vanilla. Because why not? Oh, I forgot I hadn't checked this character. Oh, goodness. This seed had so much vanilla in it. Too much vanilla. Honestly. We ditch him. I'm just trying to find this boss, to check this boss. Because it would be amusing if Waterhag ended up here. Okay. Not Waterhag. I'm not as worried now. Let's go get some music, and then I will find someone to raid. Oh, my stream's a little behind. Not that behind. That's fine. I'll let this play out for a little bit before I choose the raid target. Let's go give Possum some love. I think. What are people doing actually? I want to make sure I know what people are doing before I go off. Before I figure out who I'm sending you to. Actually, let's go see Microcorks. That looks like a seed that is done. Never mind. I want to make sure I'm rating someone who isn't done. That's not done. That's a moon boss. Let's go Possum. We're going to Possum Morpheus.